gone through, throughout my career and my life. There's a lot.
Step into the ring, fans. It's Main Event Reports, bringing you all the latest from WWE. Don't forget to subscribe, and let's get started. Roman Reigns has been absent from WWE programming ever since the chaotic Raw after WrestleMania 41, where he was shockingly eliminated by Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins. Since then, fans have been left wondering where the Tribal Chief will go next. Back to the bloodline, to Hollywood, or toward an entirely new chapter in his legacy. With the OTC faction shifting and Paul Heyman having dramatically betrayed both Punk and Reigns at WrestleMania, the landscape around WWE's top star has changed more than anyone anticipated. The silence surrounding Reigns has only fueled speculation, and as new details emerge, a potential return outside WWE or even a reunion with old rivals is becoming a compelling storyline possibility. Braun Strowman expresses interest in reuniting with Reigns. Braun Strowman, a former Universal Champion and one of Reigns' most iconic rivals from 2017 to 2018, has expressed an interesting desire. He wants to work with Reigns again, even if the collaboration happens beyond WWE. Strowman, who has stepped into Hollywood-oriented discussions himself, recently hinted online that he'd be open to reuniting with the Tribal Chief in a future project. The message came shortly after reports surfaced that both men could be part of a potential live-action Street Fighter adaptation, although nothing has been confirmed. Their history is well established, from ambulance flips to brutal brawls that defined an entire era. Seeing them on the same side instead of opposite corners, whether in wrestling or film, would be a massive moment for fans who followed their fiery rivalry, Paul Heyman's dramatic shift, and the collapse of the OTC. The status of the OTC faction drastically changed at WrestleMania 41 when Paul Heyman shocked the world by siding with Seth Rollins in the main event. After accompanying CM Punk to the ring earlier that night, Heyman turned on both Punk and Reigns, delivering a steel chair to Rollins and helping him secure the victory. This appearance marked the end of Heyman's Wiseman role, at least for now. With the group fractured and Heyman's loyalty uncertain, the question becomes, what direction will the former Tribal Chief choose when he returns? The collapse of the OTC narrative opens the door for a new era in Roman's story, one where he may no longer rely on Heyman's counsel and instead build something completely new. Speculation of a blockbuster War Games match. Sam Roberts recently speculated on Not Sam Wrestling that WWE could be heading toward a colossal War Games match later in the year. He envisioned a scenario where Roman Reigns leads a team alongside CM Punk, Sami Zayn, and possibly the Usos against a Rollins-led squad featuring Braun Breaker and the rising generation of WWE stars. The idea stems from the tension created by Heyman's betrayal and the brewing conflict between several top-tier names. Punk, Zayn, Rollins, Breaker, the chemistry and friction between these performers is strong enough to carry a War Games main event. While purely speculative, the concept has electrified fans who want to see Reigns return in a high-stakes environment worthy of his status: Punk, Rollins, Breaker, and Zayn. A collision course. The rivalry between Punk and Rollins has intensified in Reigns' absence, with Braun Breaker becoming a central force in the conflict. The four men recently clashed on Raw, where their heated confrontation created sparks that could ignite a major tag match at the next Saturday night's main event. Punk and Sami Zayn are set to team up against Rollins and Breaker, continuing the uneasy web of alliances and betrayals that has defined WWE in recent months. For many fans, this feud feels like the bridge leading directly to Roman Reigns' eventual return, because no matter who wins or loses, all roads seem to circle back to the Tribal Chief. Roman Reigns' Hollywood momentum continues to build. Reports surfaced claiming that Roman Reigns is set to appear in a live-action adaptation of Street Fighter, joining a cast rumored to include Jason Momoa, Andrew Koji, and Noah Centineo. While no official confirmation has been provided, the move aligns with Reigns' gradual shift toward Hollywood WWE's partnership with Netflix, and expanded mainstream visibility mean that stars transitioning into film is more common than ever before. Having already worked alongside The Rock, and having built one of the most powerful personas in modern wrestling, Reigns' presence in Hollywood could grow into a long-term commitment. Yet despite these new opportunities, there is strong belief he will return to WWE later this year, possibly tying his comeback to the promotion of his upcoming movie. Superstars continue praising Roman Reigns' aura. Logan Paul recently praised Roman Reigns during an episode of his podcast, highlighting the sheer presence Reigns has developed over the years. According to Paul, Reigns commands attention the second he enters the room. Fans who've seen the tribal chief live often echo this sentiment. There's genuinely a different energy when Reigns walks down the ramp. Despite only spending a short time in WWE, Logan Paul has already shared the ring with Reigns in one of the most talked-about matches of 2022 at Crown Jewel. His praise reflects the respect that Reigns has gained from both WWE veterans and performers who come from outside the wrestling world. Reflecting on Ronda Rousey's complicated WWE legacy, Ronda Rousey's time in WWE remains one of the most polarizing chapters in recent wrestling history. After her trailblazing UFC career, Rousey brought enormous mainstream attention to WWE and helped open the door to landmark moments for women's wrestling. Her tenure had highs, such as her critically acclaimed debut at WrestleMania 34, and her smooth transition into the women's division as a dominant champion. But her run also faced challenges: absences, inconsistent booking, and comments that stirred controversy among fans. Yet even with mixed reactions, one truth stands firm. Rousey played a significant role in pushing women's wrestling into the WrestleMania main event spotlight. The importance of WrestleMania 35's historic women's main event. The triple threat match between Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, and Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania 35 marked a monumental chapter in WWE history. It was the first women's match to ever headline WrestleMania, a milestone built on years of progress within the women's division. Becky Lynch walked out as the double champion, starting a new era of popularity, while Charlotte's presence cemented her as a cornerstone of the division. Although the finish sparked debate in later replays, the match remains an unprecedented moment that symbolized how far women's wrestling had evolved. WWE recently ranked it as the 10th greatest WrestleMania match of all time, reinforcing its lasting legacy. Rousey's departure and WWE's current direction. After departing WWE in 2023, Rousey made occasional indie appearances and remained a figure of debate. WWE's mention of her WrestleMania legacy during recent countdown specials shows that, regardless of public opinion, the company recognizes her impact on the industry. Now, with WrestleMania 41 approaching, Becky Lynch is expected to return soon. Charlotte Flair is preparing for a major showdown with Tiffany Stratton, and WWE continues to build toward a new generation of women headlining major events looking ahead. WrestleMania 41 and Roman Reigns' next chapter. With WrestleMania now only days away, the confirmed Night 1 main event will feature Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and CM Punk in a massive triple threat showdown, an encounter shaped by betrayal, rivalry, and shifting alliances. Meanwhile, Night 2 will see John Cena challenge Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Championship, promising another historic moment. The road ahead is full of uncertainty, but one thing is clear: Roman Reigns' next move, whether in WWE or Hollywood, will have a major impact on the company's future. His absence is felt, his return is inevitable, and the story is just getting started.